All right, good morning everyone and happy Sunday to you. It's great to see some of you back from very far away. And some of you had to miss our BBS the last 2 days, and that's really too bad because we had a wonderful, wonderful time. We had a campfire and water games and the parking lot and a lot of other activities and fun games we had. But this year, I thought we were wonderful, and especially Hana kids and youth and young adults. Everybody worked so hard, and I wanted to give special thanks to all those people who put in really hard work with good heart. It was one of the best BBSs we had for a long time. We had about 18 BBSs last 18 years at Hana Christian Center, and definitely was one of the best ones in terms of people getting in and helping out and having good time and thinking about other people, not only themselves. A lot of people had a hard prayer, good praise. Wonderful time, wonderful time. So thank you very much for your hard work, okay? Although a lot of us are not here today. Okay, let's move along and talk about what we talked about in our BBS. I had an interesting thought about this story. You know the story, right? We've been talking about it. We saw the movies or clips about it. You read the Bible. You even made up your own skit about this. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. 3 friends of Daniel who were not afraid to jump into the fire because they knew God was on their side. They knew that God will protect him. Even though the furnace was so hot, people standing nearby were killed. They were not in the fire. They were just guarding outside the furnace. But because the fire was so fiercely hot, people got killed waiting outside the furnace. So you can imagine how hot it would have been inside of the furnace. It was sizzling hot. But when 3 friends of faith, 3 people went into the furnace, not only they didn't get killed, they had a wonderful protection. They saw another figure in the furnace. It looked like an angel, or some people thought it was Jesus himself in the furnace with 3 friends, of course protecting them. So they didn't get burned, they didn't get hot. It was pretty cool in the furnace for them. Now that's the story, right? You know about that story. But I had an interesting thought. What if, please go back, my mistake. What if one of the 3 says, I'm not going in there. Are you crazy, my friends? You guys want to go in there? Go right ahead, be my guest. But I'm not going in there. Do you see how hot that is? Do you see those guards standing nearby got killed by the heat? And you're saying, let's walk in there, God will protect us? You're out of your mind. You too. If you want to go in, go right ahead. But my name is Abednego. I'm not going to go. Did it fine? A little bit? My name is Abednego. I'm not going to go. Okay. Something like that. 2 friends had faith, went inside, be protected by God. But one of the 3 had his own thoughts. What will be really smart? Let's measure the temperature there. What will be the temperature that human being can safely resist? That will be about 95 degrees Fahrenheit. Anything above that, a person cannot survive in that heat. Now looking at that furnace, it's going to be not 95, but 950 degrees hot. I'm going to get killed if I went in there. You guys go right ahead and march into the furnace fire. I'm going to stand back here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to pray that you'll have God's protection. I'm going to pray that you'll have a wonderful time in there. Hopefully we can meet again in heaven. What if he said that? If he said that and if he did that, it would have been the whole different Bible story, wouldn't it? Now, I'm not just making this up. The reality is, a lot of Christians today are afraid to go into the furnace. You know what I'm talking about? If there's nothing hot, if there's no trouble, if there's no dangerous situation, they'll say, okay, I'm going to go to church and I'm going to pray, I'm going to read the Bible. I think I'm a pretty good Christian. Now that's what they're going to say. But as soon as something really, really challenging, we're talking about major, mega challenge. Something like that comes along and they say, that's too much. That's too much. Little sacrifice I can bear. But walking into the furnace, giving up my money, giving up my pleasure, maybe giving up my life to follow Christ all the way to the cross, that will be a little bit too much. You guys go right ahead. Okay, you be the missionaries and you be the servants and you be the good Christians. Go right into the furnace. For me, I'm going to stay back. I'm going to just lay off and be cool. I'll support you. I'm going to pray for you. But I'm not going to walk into the furnace of dedication with you guys. Not me. You see, that's what many Christians are doing these days. They still go to church. They still pray. They know some things about the Bible. So they call themselves as Christians. But in that pivotal, important decision-making time, they're going to back off. They're going to back off. Okay, this is my line. I'm going to go to church once a week. That's it. This is my drawing line. I'm going to pray 3 times a day. That's it. And we're talking about breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This is my line. I'm not going to sacrifice my money for other people. I am willing to give my little bit of time. I will help out and make a little sacrifice of time that way. But when it comes to my money, I'm not going to sacrifice even $1. See, some Christians are greedy like that. They draw the line. Going to church, not more than once a week. Praying, only when I'm eating. Helping out friends, as long as it doesn't involve money. That's where we draw the line. And that is the line between Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego and the furnace. That is the line. The challenge upon us is, can we go across the line? Can we actually move into the furnace of sizzling fire? Having the full, solid faith that we're not walking alone, there will be someone there to protect us. Whether an angel or Jesus himself, he will be there in the furnace of fire. We just have to have strong faith to go across the line and bravely walk into the furnace. Can you do that? No matter what kind of challenge that comes along, do we have that faith to walk over the line, walk into the furnace of dedication, trust, commitment, faith? Well, upon that challenge, we're going to take a moment to pray. Close your eyes. Put your hands together. Open your hearts. And challenge yourself about this. Do I really have what it takes to go over the line that I drew? Can I make that ultimate sacrifice to be with Jesus all the way to the cross? Or am I just a casual Christian? I enjoy the world, I do whatever I want to do, but then I still have this little consciousness. I come to church and feel good about singing these praises and just take a little time to pray. And I like to call myself as a pretty good Christian. I tell you, my friends of faith, sometimes it's not going to work. We will be facing something bigger and more serious challenge soon or later. And when that challenge comes, you will have to make the ultimate decision. Am I going to go over this line, walk into the furnace of the fire? Can I do that? Think about that and take a moment to pray.